Welcome to Yoga for Wellness. My name is George Ethan Cox, and this is Bentley. I am reprising last week's Deepen video, and the reason why is because there was some sound issues, and I was unable to fully record the entirety of the video with the sound, and I do apologize if that was of any inconvenience. But today I will be voicing over the section that does not have sound already included, and will be helping you have a more complete yoga experience here. With that being said, my mouth looks like it will be moving, but no sounds coming, or it will actually look like I'm one of those old Japanese sword fighting films where the lips don't match the volume. So just be patient with that. Just follow along, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience with Deepen. Alrighty, so I want to start also by giving an announcement. We are looking at options for in-person classes for the spring. Just be on the lookout for some announcements on our Facebook web pages on Yoga with George Ethan or Wilkes Recovery Revolution. And you should be hearing more in March about our plans, so just stay tuned. And also, until then, we're going to continue our virtual live streams every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. So be ready for more awesome content. So for this class, it's Deepen. It's all about deepening your relationship with the self, deepening your relationship with the breath, as well as incorporating a little more softness and ease to your day, especially when things kind of get a little hectic, and it allows you kind of an opportunity to step back, find release, and really tune into your body's needs. So this is a great chance to really look into the self, and that's something that whenever you're a busybody, if you're a person who likes to keep moving and keep working, or if you're like to exercise with lift weights, or you're into sports, what have you, this is a great chance to kind of fine tune your needs and really listen to yourself here. Deepen your relationship with yourself. That is our goal. All you're going to need is your mat to wear something comfortable, as well as to kind of, maybe you want to get a blanket, block, or pillow here for support. I want you to feel a whole bunch of support with your practice here. So grab what you need. This is your opportunity now. Also, include any music that you might like for the background. It can be anything you want. I don't include music in my practices to give others their opportunity to listen to what they want to. So just be mindful of this whenever you practice today, and we will have an awesome time. So whenever you are ready, take this opportunity to find a nice, comfortable seat, or even lay down if that suits you for today. Take your time, no need to rush. This is a yin practice, which is where we hold these postures for a bit more time. And we're starting in a meditation just to get a feel of where we are today. And when you're there, allow your sitting bones to ground. Just notice the areas of the body that meet the floor beneath you. If you're seated in a comfortable cross-legged seat, maybe you're on a blanket or a pillow to allow your spine to be nice and tall. If you're on the floor, maybe you place a blanket or pillow underneath your knees to kind of elongate the spine. Whenever you're there, let's take a deep breath in together through the nose. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, lots of love. And as you exhale, relax your shoulders down. Maybe you close your eyes and take this chance here to Really put aside your to-do list, putting aside your expectations for yourself for this class. Allow this opportunity to simply be present in this moment. Continue your breath. If your hands aren't on your knees, relaxing, maybe they're in a mudra, placing your index finger to thumb. They could be on your heart or on your belly, just noticing the rise and fall of the breath. Just allow yourself to settle in, being present with the breath. And as you notice your breath, maybe you can play with elongating that breath, finding a smooth inhale through the nose, a nice long exhale out. Relaxing parts of the body that seem more tense, or just noticing those spaces, breathing into them, and release with your exhale. If you're sitting, imagine the spine nice and tall with each inhale, and find a grounding energy through the back body with each exhale. Allow good energy in as you breathe in, and share that good energy with the world as you exhale out. Continue to deepen your breath, deepening your relationship to your breath. Find pause and stillness, noticing again where your body meets the floor beneath you, rooting down, feeling supported in this moment by the ground beneath you. Imagine the earth rising up to meet your body, and in tandem, imagine your body rooting down through the earth. Allow it to meld together for just a bit before we transition into our next posture. We take a moment to meditate, to clear the mind, and deepen our breath. As I've mentioned earlier, this is a yin practice where we practitioners are holding our positions for longer periods of time to find that sukha, that ease with each breath, and also finding a deeper stretch. You'll notice with your practice that the longer you hold a pose and breathe into it, you'll notice that you'll end up in a deeper variation of the position in due time. It looks different for every person, and be mindful that it's not going to look better or worse one way or another. But I advise whenever you do practice, don't try to push it. It's all about it's not a competition. It's about finding what you need in today's practice. But for now, just focus in on the breath. And as your mind begins to wander, return to that breath. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Heart and sternum remains lifted. Think open as you continue your breath here. You're doing amazing. Just know that you've done the hardest part already, which is showing up. And you should feel good about that. The hardest part of anything in life is showing up. You miss out on 100% of the opportunities that you don't show up for. With that being said, take a 2 or 3 more deep breaths, and we'll begin to transition to the ground. Again, taking your time here, we're going to lie flat on our backs. If you were sitting on a pillow, set that aside. If you had a blanket beneath you, you can have the option to keep it there if you like. But grab hold of your thighs and slowly roll it down, keeping the knees bent. And place your hands on your bellies to start. Then just take a few mindful breaths here, feeling the rise and fall of the breath. We're not going to be here for long. Just take a moment to notice. If it's shallow, if it's short, see if you can't extend it just a bit longer here. Notice the rise of the hands. And whenever you're ready, extend your arms out into a T. So your heart's nice and open. We're going to do some arms and shoulders work here. So whenever you're ready, we're going to take a big breath in and find expansion in the chest. And as you exhale, you begin to fold the right arm, smooth the hand across the chest, and extend it to the left side, reaching towards your left palm. You begin to roll off the mat just a hair. You inhale in, and as you exhale out, relax in this position for a second, noticing a release. Breathe in again, holding this pose. Exhale, you begin to unravel, softly opening up, smoothing the palm across the chest and making your T again. Other side. Option to inhale and extend to the opposite side. This time we're going to the right, reaching the the left palm to the right side. Breathe into the shoulders. Exhale, unravel nice and slowly. Now we're going to repeat this twice more on each side, so take your time. You don't have to follow my cues, just breathe in. Then you can exhale to cross. Breathe in and hold, and then exhale to unravel. Use your breath to transition you from side to side, nice and slowly. This helps extend the breath by creating openness with the inhale. When your arms are opened, you are breathing into the chest. As you exhale, it makes way to transition to your next in breath, which is when your arms are on top of another. And then you breathe in between the shoulders as you're half folded. You have the option, of course, to keep your knees bent here, or you can have them out long, whichever works best for you. And this should not be a quick motion. This is nice and slow and smooth. Again, your hand should glide across the body as it opens wide. And then once you're finally done with those 3 on each side, take a breath in. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, maybe a gentle rock side to side. Maybe you breathe in and grab those both knees As you exhale, grab hold of the right knee with both palms and extend the left leg out long. From here, breathe in, draw the knee to the chest. And then exhale, glide that right knee towards your right shoulder. I like this pose because it's really good for opening the hip flexors and giving them a good massage. And while you're here, you can extend your toes away from the body and then reach them towards your face for a nice ankle stretch. Roll those ankles. Continue breathing in, bring your knee to the chest again, and then out, knee to shoulder. On your next exhale, allow your left foot to fall to the floor, nice and easy. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring your right knee to cross over the body to the left for a supine twist. Option to open the right arm out to the right. Maybe bring your gaze to the right as well, if not facing straight up towards the roof or ceiling or sky. Breathe into the twist. Breathe into your belly here. Breathe into anywhere you feel tightness. And feel a sense of calm in this present moment, noticing that you're completely and totally supported by the ground beneath you. The beautiful thing about yin classes is those yummy poses that some people love to hold but don't get time to do so. This is your chance to really deepen your experience here. Holding this posture, you can find something more with your practice. Explore that today. If you wanted to move a little deeper, you can cross that right leg over the left knee and hold your right leg with your left palm to keep it over. When you're ready, though, bring your knees back in, give yourself another big hug. Maybe you wiggle the toes and move your toes to face in a way. Maybe you do some knee circles to reset. When you're ready, let's grab hold of that left knee to extend the right foot out long, hovering it first, breathing left knee to the center. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. And repeat. Inhale to center. Exhale to left shoulder. This exhale, go ahead and release the right foot to the floor, nice and easy. Continuing to massage that left hip flexor, breathing in through the nose, drawing that knee to the center, then knee to left shoulder. On your next exhale, we go into the supine twist. Draw your left knee across the body and over to the right, opening up the right or the left arm to the left side, either out long or Texas T, whichever helps you feel the most from this posture here. Breathe into the twist. Breathe into your belly if you have any struggle here. Remember, if you ever feel like your breath is beginning to grow shallow, return to that breath. We're wringing out what ails us today. This is really good for spinal care. It's really good for the hips as well. Just breathe deep here, my friends. Find softness in places of tension by breathing into it. Maybe at this point you can take a moment to invite a little inward smile, just thanking yourself again for showing up today, taking the opportunity to practice. And though this may not be a high intensity class today, yoga of all forms is an act of self love, showing your body something new, possibly, or exploring the mat in a way that you might not know it. Let's take this time to deepen your relationship with your body and with your breath. And what that looks like varies from person to person. You might notice that breathing into certain areas of your body can open up old memories, and that's fine. Take a moment to notice if that happens, but always allow yourself to come back to the breath. We're going to stay here for just a little longer. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe in one more time. And exhale. We're going to slowly bring ourselves up into all fours. Make a little cat cow. Inhale, guiding our hearts open, bringing our tailbones to lift. Exhale, dropping our tailbone into space. Draw the chin down. Whenever you're ready, though, draw your toes in together, knees as wide as the yoga mat, and walking your hips all the way back, and then walking your heart to melt all the way down to the mat. Extended child's pose. This might be a good chance to use your blanket, especially if you have sensitive knees. Breathing into the low back body, breathing into that space in between the shoulder blades, creating new space here. Breathe in deeply. Exhale out. Maybe you allow your forehead to get a little massage. Finding what you need here. Allow yourself a moment of surrender, letting go of anything that does not currently serve you in the present moment. Taking a chance to just be with the body, feeling this moment, being present. This is one of the most powerful grounding techniques there are, to really notice all the areas of the body that meet the floor and feeling supported here. Breathe a deep, deep breath in through the nose. Feel the spine. Feel the fascia of the skin of the back expand. And exhale, find ease, find release. Continue breathing at your own pace. We're going to hold this for a couple more breaths. Again, if your mind begins to wander, return to the breath. All right. Go on to the fingertips, guide your heart forward, and then lower the hips all the way down, guiding your heart through the palm, through the arms here, then placing your elbows underneath the shoulders as we go into Sphinx pose. For this pose, we want to press into our feet, press into our pelvic bone, clawing into the fingertips, guiding our gaze forward, chin slightly down to find length in the back of the neck. Breathe here. Think nice and open in the heart center. Breathe in, open the chest. Exhale, energy down the shoulder and back. Maybe if you're feeling adventurous, you can bring your gaze, carving a line with the nose to look to the left towards your left foot. Exhale back to center. Then bring your gaze to look to the right foot now. Nice and easy. And then back to center. Continue your breath, keeping groundedness on the pelvic floor or the pelvis towards the floor. Gaze forward. And when you're ready, bring your palms back underneath the shoulders and then slide your left palm all the way out to the left, keeping your right palm under right shoulder. We're going to do a pectoral stretch. We're going to inhale and press into the right palm, gently lifting the torso up on the right side, getting a really good stretch in the left pectoral. Breathe into that stretch here. Maybe you have an option to take the right leg around behind the left and placing your right foot flat on the ground for a little more, but that is entirely optional. Another option would be instead of arm completely along, you can have your left arm in a cactus position, so bent at a 90-degree angle. And breathe again into the stretch, nice and big breath. And release. Exhale it all out. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to go with the cactus arm on the right and pressing into my left palm to lift the left side of the chest. For a little extra, I'm extending that leg behind the left leg. Breathe deep here. into the stretch. This looks different for everybody. Again, you don't have to have it completely twisted like mine. You can just have your feet both on the ground. And release. Now we're going to transition back to all fours. Nice and slow. Maybe you do a cat-cow to reset. Breathing in to look up. Exhale, draw navel to spine. Now we're going to do a little something different. We're going to curl our toes under and use our palms to walk ourselves back into a yogi squat. Now you can grab your block or pillow if that's a little uncomfortable for you to support your hips. But just circulate a little left and right, and then we're going to straighten the legs into a forward fold. Relax entirely. Grab hold of each elbow, maybe sway side to side. Shaking your head a little yes, a little no to find release. We're going to inhale, glide the hands up the shins, straighten our back halfway, squeeze those shoulder blades in together. And then exhale, fold forward. Now I want you to bend your knees and inhale, nice and slowly roll it all the way up, feeling each vertebrae as you glide up to standing. Last thing to rise will be your head. Now we made it to Tadasana. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. We inhale, rise our hands up towards the sky, big breath, big stretch. Then exhale, guide our hands to meet at the heart center. Sternum lifts to reach the thumbs. Breathe here and take a moment to notice how you feel. Just notice. Again, this is a moment where you can provide gratitude for showing up today, for taking time to practice yoga. Maybe you find a gentle sway back and forth, just feeling your feet ground you. And as you exhale, drop your hands. Inhale to rise the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, your version. And then exhale, bring your knees back to the ground nice and slowly as we prepare for pigeon pose. We inhale, draw our right knee in towards the chest, and then cross the leg horizontally, or as horizontal that is comfortable, across the body on the mat. Extending your back leg out, using your toes to kind of extend further back as needed. We're going to start this pose with our torso upright start. Maybe if you need a block, you can place it underneath your right hip. But nice and light on the fingertips, rise in the chest. When you're ready, you can keep in this position if you choose, or if you wish, you can even grab your pillow, walk your hands forward, and find a fold. pigeon fold. Breathe into the hips here. Find release. Allow yourself to completely and fully relax into this posture, deepening your relationship to your hips and your legs here. We store so much stress in our day-to-day lives in our legs, so it's paramount to keep that or upkeep your leg stretch game. Breathe in and out. I will take a brief moment to note that this is the part in my video where I realize that my sound isn't quite working. So after this, I take a moment to make the proper adjustments in my video, and I will continue with the original where it was. Keep holding the stretch in the meantime, but in a moment you'll hear the sound shift to where my original video was speaking, and I hope you enjoy the rest of it. But for now, keep breathing into that position, that right pigeon leg. All right, now we're going to unravel and switch to the other side. So draw your left knee in and cross it, and walk your right foot back. I had to switch I think I had some technical difficulty with the microphone, so I apologize with anybody who had trouble there. But allow your head to relax down onto the pillow. Feel the stretch in the left side of the body. Breathe deep. You may notice the sounds in the room. Just take that stock here. When you're ready, walk your back knee up, and we're going to move again, and we're going to actually move back into our backs now. Actually, hang tight, hold on. We're going to sit in staff pose, I apologize. I'm going to inhale, reach your hands all the way up, think nice and tall, then exhale, watch out buddy. Fold all the way forward. Breathe into the low back body. Maybe your hands reach all the way to your feet. Maybe your hands are at your thighs. Just allow your belly to cascade over the legs and your chin to chest. I think I hear Bentley trying to make a little palette for himself. Let go of anything that's troubling you. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you in the present moment. Any doubts, any fears. It's your chance to let it go. Breathe deep. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Press firmly into the sides to lift the chest. Use your nose to guide your gaze upward. Breathe into the chest. Now, from here, we're actually going to sit with wide legs. So they don't have to be super wide. They can just be as wherever you are. And you can sit on your pillow if that suits you. We're just simply going to inhale, reach up, pivot our torso to face the left toes to start, and exhale, forward fold. Or fold towards Bentley in my case. Keep your toes nice and active to protect the knee. And breathe. Breathe into the hips here. Walk your torso back up here. Now place your left palm on your right thigh. Think up and over to the left side. Or place your right palm behind your head and pull the right elbow back to keep your heart rotating upward. But if you feel like you're able to reach to your toe, that's fine too. Use your breath to deepen the stretch here, little by little. I'll feel the opening in the right side body and the right ribs. And release. We're going to switch to the right side this time. So inhale, lift the palms up, pivot the torso towards your right toes, and exhale, cascade the belly forward. Find a stretch in the right hamstring here. Breathe deep. Remember to breathe into the areas of tightness. Blow back here, your hamstring, and find ease with every exhale. Walk yourself back all the way up. Place your right palm to left thigh and go. You raise your hand all the way up, bend the elbow, and place the hand at the back of the head and lean towards the right foot. Option to reach with your fingertips towards your toes as well, but with your hands on the back of your head, focus on opening the chest up and out. Try not to force it. That doesn't have to be anything where you're trying to prove something. You may notice one side is different than the other, and that is perfectly okay. By using your breaths to deepen your stretch, you're creating more opportunities for flexibility, not just in yoga, but in day-to-day life. Stretching the legs also releases a lot of stress. To take that with you. We carry a lot of stress in our legs, so allow yourself a little calm here. And release. Last step with wide legs. We're going to inhale, reach up, and then allow our hands to fall to forward. Now, you can use your pillow to place your head. You can get a couple of blocks to relax your head here, or just allow your head to reach your chin towards your chest. Breathe into the back body and the hips. And again, your feet don't need to be super wide. You're not trying to compete with anyone. This is merely just a yoga practice. And use your breath to ease into deepening your stretch here. Breathe deep. First starting, keeping your shoulders squeezed towards each other and your heart lifted. And then exhale, allow yourself to fall forward. Inhale, find expansion. Exhale, deepening your stretch, finding softness. You'll notice that with each breath, or after with several breaths, that you may find ease being in this kind of position a bit more than when you started. Or maybe that you've gone further than you thought you could. Alrighty, walk yourself back up. Beautiful. Use your hands to guide your legs together. And we are going to go back onto our backs now. I'm sorry, buddy. I got to move you at least over a little bit. And grab a block or pillow, whichever suits you here. And we're going to go into supported bridge. So lower all the way down to the mat. Place your palms at your sides, knees bent. We're going to inhale lift our hips with support. And then place your blocker pillow underneath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Again, this is a supported bridge, so you're not so much working the glutes here as you are noticing the sensation of the support and changing the blood flow, bringing the knees above the hearts. Deepening your breath once more. Option here with that supported bridge pose. Bring your palms behind your head and opening the elbows wide. Bentley, I'm sorry. Bentley, he's found a home under the bridge. Bless him. All right, lift the hips and slowly roll it down. All right, my friends, time to draw the knees into the chest. Open the knees out wide and then round forward and bring them back together. Kind of finding some fluidity back in the hips. I'm sorry. Watch out, Bentley. You're going to get in the way of fire here. Using your breath for each rotation. And then switch the turn of the knees to make outward circles here. All right. Time for a little yoga freestyle. Option to do legs up the wall pose. Option to do happy baby. Maybe relax in supine diamond or dragonfly pose with your hands on your belly. Maybe you could do some more circles here with the knees. Maybe you can do a bit more longer of a bridge pose or forward fold. Maybe you can even do an inversion, go into plow pose. I'm choosing happy baby as I am biased. I love that pose. It's those last minute stretches out, reaching your tailbone down towards the bottom short edge of your mat. And when you're ready, allow one leg to spill out from the mat and the other. Maybe you take your pillow behind you and rest your head. And allow yourself some time for stillness. Once again, to let the nutrients of today's practice sink in. A lot of people who practice or even do type of strength training or work, they tend to forget that allowing a moment of rest after the fact it doesn't allow the body a chance to really take it all in. Just notice any changes in the body. Just notice how you feel. Remember to not judge, but just be. Or you could be like Billy and get excited. It's like, yeah, we yoga today. Notice that excitement. Return to the breath. Maybe inside an inward smile. Comfort your dog. Make sure they know you love them. Maybe you close your eyes or soften the gaze. And just notice how you feel for a little bit, allowing full surrender into the floor, letting go of everything that doesn't currently serve you, letting go of any thoughts or judgments that are off with you, just surrendering it all at this present moment. Noticing the air in the room, noticing any sounds, any smells. Take a few more moments. Allow your breathing to return to normal. When you're ready, slowly bat the eyelashes open. Bring your knees to bend and then roll over to your favorite side and press up. Seated. We conclude this yoga class in gratitude, thanking ourselves for practicing and for showing up, which is the hardest part. And we bow to each other and ourselves in gratitude, and we say the sacred yoga term, Namaste. Namaste. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you all again for taking time to practice with me. You can catch us virtually every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. It's an honor to get to share this with you guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And again, if there was any inconvenience with the sound, I apologize. I'll make sure to work on that for next time. But we do want to hear from you, so let us know what you think. And we look forward to seeing you again next time. Till then, you guys, have a wonderful week.